Let's go to the phone lines as we continue getting ready for the UFC at the Apex this weekend, and welcome Gilbert Urbina. Gilbert, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, man? Feeling good. I'm not going to strangle anybody just yet, though.
Well, but if at any time you want to, I have the guy that I would like you to strangle, and I will put him on a plane and fly him to Vegas today.
All right, sounds good. We'll take care of him after we take care of the first victim.
Perfect. It sounds good. Let's first talk about we talk about fight week, and I'm always curious about how you athletes get through fight week. Obviously your job is getting ready to prepare for your reward. Eve Edwards always said the job is getting ready for the fight is your reward. How do you get through this next week? Do you think about Saturday? Do you try to block it out? Which is better for you?
Eve said it best, man. I believe all the work that's being put in leading up to the fight is really the fight. Once you get in there, kind of goes second nature, man. Something just takes over, and I'd say adrenaline, and then you're just in there, rolling with the punches and getting yours in. Yeah, it's been a great preparation, man. We've been brothers out here in Las Vegas. We've been here about a year now. This will be taking on my UFC fight, and yeah, I'm excited, man. The preparation has been great. I actually just finished running as I got the call, and from you guys, and yeah, it's a pleasure to be on the show with you guys.
Well, hopefully we didn't make you have to stop running, because then you will strangle Matt, and I'm all for it.
No, definitely not. I just finished running, so it was just a perfect timing on the call right there.
You mentioned about, when you get in and what's going through your mind? Are you just kind of like flowing? Are you thinking? And I ask people that all the time because there's different answers. A lot of times we're doing this radio show and I'm not even thinking. We're just going. And then there's times I'm thinking like for the next question. So how is that? Or is it both?
Definitely. It's both. I'd say it probably has the same like the same little struggle in an interview, even, when you have to think of certain things, or sometimes it'll just flow out of you and you get the best of it. And yeah, I'd say both. I'd say a lot of both. But it's important that when you're in there, you get back in that conscious mindset, and you're thinking about your next moves, and not too far ahead, but just right on time,
Right.
Well, speaking of,
it's important in this game.
So speaking of next moves ahead and maybe unconscious decisions, I see you're a Green Bay Packer fan, and now that they're no longer a part of this year's Super Bowl, who are you cheering for, or do you have a favorite in this year's Super Bowl?
Man, I was going for the Packers, man. At the Go Pack Go. They were doing so dang good, man, up until that field goal.
Until they weren't.
being as young as they are, the Packers, man, they did a hell of a year, man, and I might have to go with the 49ers. I got a bunch of buddies in California, and it's that rivalry matchup right against the Chiefs that they're playing it back, Super Bowl. So I think hopefully the 49ers will get them, man.
It's funny because it's a rematch. It's everybody is against Kansas City except for that 2-mile vicinity around the stadium. And now you bring in Taylor Swift, and now it's shrunk to about 1 mile.
Now we got all the girls watching football because of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
we love to see it, man.
How far back do you go as a Packer fan? Meaning, do you know and know about some of the old school Packers?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. My dad actually worked up north. He picked pickles. He was a migrant worker up there. He had me and my brother up there. I was born in Ripon, Wisconsin back in '96, and yeah, '96 was the Super Bowl year for us. Year I was born, and we love the Hail Mary, baby, and the Green Bay Packers always bringing that Hail Mary out, from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers all the way down to Jordan Love.
No,
they're throwing them Hail Marys, huh?
For sure. So I had a friend of mine played for the Packers, kind of a big deal, Ray Nitschke, and Ray told me all these stories. So I won't bore you with a lot of them, but he told me some stories about his rivalry with Dick Butkus. And so I went to a meet and greet with as a Packer fan, you may like this. So I go to this meet and greet because I do a lot of charity stuff, and I pick up auction items that then we can donate and give to the auction. So I was standing in line waiting for Dick Butkus, who was extremely late. Now, I'm not stupid. I waited, I got the helmet signed for the charity event, and then as I walked away, I said, Ray Nitschke would have never been late. Let's just say Dick Butkus was not very happy.
You had never been late. Hey, I'm glad you got it though. That's big news for that event, that charity event.
No, for sure. It was for the Marty Lyons Foundation, who played for the New York Jets, and I still do a lot of stuff for them. Let's talk about Saturday. Let's talk about your opponent. What do you know? What do you need to know? Or do you really not need to know anything? It's what you're going to do on Saturday.
I always feel like it's definitely what I'm going to do on Saturday. My opponent's name's Charles Radtke. He fights out of a Chicago fight team called Valley Flow Striking. So he's got a good team. He's got a good team amongst them, and I definitely know he's going to bring it. And that's, like I said, it kind of goes back down to my work ethics, and just staying busy every day. Most fighters aren't even running on their fight week. They're just cutting weight. They're just in there in the sauna cutting weight. But I like to treat it like this is a year-round game for me. You know what I mean? It's like there is no off-season in fighting in UFC. So we stay busy. We get ready for those short-notice calls. I've had plenty of opponent switch-ups the day before fights. I've had 10-day notice fights. So I know how you got to be in order to be a company man for the UFC in order to get paid, So I try and stay ready year-round. I try and stay in good shape and, knock this weight off. All I got to really worry about now is just finishing up these UFC interviews here around in a couple hours. And then just cutting the weight, man, and it's go time, Saturday will be here before we know it.
I always say that my next weight cut will be my cremation.
Your cremation? Oh, man. That's a little weird.
So
I hope you get a little bit of work done before then.
Well, I hope I have a lot of time before I have to worry about it.
so Gilbert.
All love.
Yep.
All love.
So Gilbert, you're talking 1996 Packers Super Bowl champions, the year you're born. 1996 to me was South Padre Island. There was a network called MTV that used to do reality shows, and they used to have these spring breaks. And South Padre Island, Texas, was the hottest spring break destination forever. I've never been there myself, but tell everybody what it's like. Is it still worth going to? And
Is this true, or are you making this up?
true story?
Okay.
No, this is the real deal. They had back then they had a beach. They called it Coca-Cola Beach, and MTV would pull up, and all the colleges would pull up. It was just a crazy time. I actually got to experience maybe not the MTV part, but the Coca-Cola Beach back when I was in high school. I got to sneak out to the island and enjoy some of the spring break times a little early. But yeah, man, South Padre Island's the real deal. Hopefully this next spring break we'll turn it back up again, man, and get everybody out there enjoying the Gulf of Mexico. You already know.
What do you do to relax? How do you relax non-fight week? 3 weeks from now, the fight's over. It's you've got the victory. You've enjoyed that, and now what do you do for relaxation until it's time to get back into the gym?
I feel like nothing changes really, man, and that's kind of the awesomeness of fighting right here in Vegas. Now that this is my new home, it's been for a year. Just another day in Vegas, man. I got my house out here, my car, my brothers, my dad. I got my other brother Hector flying in tomorrow. I got my buddies from Gelato, Canico flying in tomorrow. We're actually probably going to be the first fighter to have a tailgate right outside the Apex, because tickets are about $3,000 to $4,000. So I don't know anybody that wants to pay that much for a fight, just a fight night. But we definitely have a lot of fans and friends in the tailgate waiting on us on our way out.
The party, the tailgate is going to be at the Apex parking lot there at the UFC?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't think anybody's done it yet, but we'll be the first for sure.
Please
turn that up.
Please videotape it.
Yes.
I know you're going to put it on your social media, but I need to see that as well.
I think Forrest Griffiths is the attendant.
Definitely will, man. Definitely will. But yeah, and we're just excited to get back in there and do it again for you guys over and over and over.
Good stuff. Well, Gilbert, thank you for your time. I know we're going to get your address. What?
One last question, Gilbert, before you got it. I mean, you said your dad was
Yes,
a pickle farmer. Your dad was a migrant pickle farmer. Is that correct?
Yup, that's right.
What's his favorite? What's the best pickle on the market? Like, if we got one pickle to put on our food.
That's a question for Pop. Let me see if he's right here. Pop at? Up there? Hey, Pop.
Put him on.
I'm on an interview right now, and the guys are asking. I told him that you're a pickle farmer. He's saying, what's the best pickle on the market right now, would you say?
Oh, shit. This time? Talking about the 70s, man. 80s.
Yeah, back in the day, huh?
Yeah. Cucumbers, man.
The cucumbers.
The cucumber.
The ones I used to pick.
There you go.
All right.
Cucumbers are where it's at, man.
Awesome. Good stuff.
That's it.
I know that we're going to get you my number so you can text me your address so that we can mail you some packages. One from 8 Man Strong. We'll send you some gear. Not only put your size in, but since your dad was involved, we have to send him some shirts as well. We'll send you some energy drinks from Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Some Texas hot honey.
And some Texas hot honey. We'll send you some bottles of that as well.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We appreciate
You got
your
it.
time. And enjoy the week and have fun on Saturday, okay?
God bless you guys.
Enjoy that tailgate.
I'll send you the address.
Yeah, and send the video,
video.
of the tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome stuff.
See the tailgate after party for sure.
Well, we'll be out there next week. Maybe we can redo it and have a tailgate somewhere as well.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll have a cookout right there outside the Apex.
We're in. Okay, we will do it. Gilbert, thank you very much for your time. Take
See ya.
care.
All right, boys. Have
So
a good
long.
one. God
Later.
Gilbert Urbina,
Awesome.
real dude.
Man, I love
Okay.
it.
And then I can almost imagine this just from what we just said. He's going to be involved in the tailgate, not just hanging out, which you have to be really careful of.
Yeah.
Truly, all kidding aside, because I remember vividly, Sam Hoger told me the story. You cut all this weight, you're eating right and whatever. He weighs in on Friday, and Friday night, he's dumb like you and me, and went to a sushi buffet.
Yeah. All you can eat.
And then he was just not good on Saturday.
Well, 'cause